So just understand that ticker inside you, what says, yeah, I can feel the truth in that guy right now. That ticker is what's going to lead you to the ultimate in your life. And because my guru set that ticker straight and said, this is what truth really is, and gave me the experience of it, now I know what it tastes like. So when I follow that, I've only gotten more truth, more experience, more confirmation that everything that I know and have experienced is exactly where I needed to have been and exactly where I need to go.
Nithyanandam paramasukadam kevalam jnanamurtim dvandvatitam gagana sadrusham tattvamasyadiraksham ekam nityam vimalamachalam sarvadi sakshibhutam bhavatitam trigunarahitam sadgurum tam namami. I almost didn't make through the prayer. Definitely on camera. It probably showed. Yeah, I could barely get through that one. Welcome back to the Blissful Athlete. If you do not know who this beautiful being is, this is my dear good friend and brother,
Sri Nithya Neerajananda. Great to see you all back on the Blissful Athletes channel. I love my bro. I love this beautiful family and audience which we have with you all. A bunch of conscious beings seeking their higher possibilities, seeking that blissful life that we're all after. So awesome to have you guys and have your listening space.
Yes, and it's been a while since you've been on YouTube, and Priscilla, my wife, and I, we've been talking a lot about a lot of different things in the spiritual world and the spirituality realm of YouTube, I should say, and your name's come up a few times. People have been wanting to know where you're at and what you're doing, and so we've got him right now, everybody. He's here. Let's dive in. I don't want to delay any longer. First and foremost, I mean, NJ has such an incredible space just to be around him. Like you just saw in the prayer, I couldn't get through it. I'm excited to have you here, and just maybe you can share with everybody where you've been at and what you're doing right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's interesting, right? Because with silence comes a lot of projection in this world today. When we step back from social media, it just leaves room for a lot of people to come in and project their opinions, to leave their comments, to leave their understandings or hopes or projections on you. And by me not making consistent content over the last year or so, surely that's allowed for a lot of open dialogue maybe about me or where I'm at in my life on the interwebs, but like, you know, it doesn't change or affect where I'm at, right? And so just coming forward and being able to open up and share with you all where I'm at is a really big blessing, honestly. And to have the support and encouragement of my beautiful brother here is like, it means too much. And so yeah, where have I been? What's been going on? Long story short, like, the reason why I feel called to open back up my narrative with the world is because there's a whole lot of bullshit, baby. Ooh! There's a lot of bullshit going on right now.
Yes.
It's really spiritual warfare. There are a lot of narratives happening about a spiritual world that I have been deeply connected to, and I've been sitting witness and taking it all in, but it's time for me to use my voice and kind of stand and show where I'm at. And just to be very clear with anyone who ever had a doubt, thought this or that about where I've gone in my spirituality, is he still Hindu, is he still following this Swamiji or whatever, 100% that has gone nowhere in my life. It has only grown. The reasons why I stepped back from my narrative with the world is because of my own incompletions, my own self-doubt and insecurities, because I don't live the perfect lifestyle in my own head. So sometimes I retract for that reason. I don't retract because I don't believe in the lifestyle that I've chosen for. This was the ultimate life possibility was gifted to me. I only have gratitude, and I'll only ever be able to move out of gratitude toward my guru for the gifts he's brought into my life, which is to put into words the effect that he has had on my life and space is impossible. But if I had to say anything, Drita put it really well to me recently, which is that each day he just gets more blissful and more blissful and more blissful. And while I've been going through a lot of ups and downs in my life, a lot of changes since maybe you guys have last seen me. I was a monk in India, then I was in Seattle, now I'm back in California, been moving around, I'm doing conscious business or whatever is going on. I just want everyone to know that in that period of time, my clarity that Swamiji is my guru, he's an enlightened incarnation of Shiva himself on the planet here to bless you all, and the clarity of my role in that mission to embody him, to bring that mission through me, has only increased in that period of time. So be very clear, I've not dropped off of my spirituality or my connection with Swamiji. It has only grown. So for all the haters out there, I'm sorry to let you know, but no, I didn't save myself and fall off the bandwagon like y'all have no idea. When something is rooted in the spiritual reality, there is no shaking the foundation of that. I want to go out and put on the record that whatever has been shared to me by my guru, I have personally gone and read the scriptural references, the stories, the histories that are found in the Vedic scriptures, and confirmed and understood all of that he is sharing, the embodiment of his life and his mission, are all purely 100% in tune with the Vedas and Agamas, with the Vedic scripture, and with the Hindu cosmology, with the Hindu truth, with Sanatana Hindu Dharma as it is. Whatever we know as Hinduism, if there is an aligned, authentic version of it, it's whatever Swamiji, Paramahamsa, Bhagavan, Sri Nithya Paramashivam is sharing on the planet. That is the only thing we could ever claim as authentic Hinduism, because he's the only person who is going, the only being who is going 100% toward integrity to scripture, integrity to the lineage of enlightened beings that has lived on this planet, passing along this science. And because there's so much commotion and a drama and emotion being projected onto my guru right now, it is really important for us to stand up and be able to have discernment and see through what is someone's own emotional projection and what is reality. How do you know?
He's gonna tell us.
How do you know what's reality? How do you know who's an enlightened being? How do you know what it looks like? It's the scriptures. They have never changed. These are scriptures that have been around before the system of writing existed. So before writing even existed, these truths were present, passed on in oral lineages until we wrote them down on palm leaf manuscripts, which are thousands and thousands of years old. And in these untranslated ancient languages, these truths sit. And my guru is pouring his life into saving those scriptures and bringing those indigenous enlightenment lifestyle practices back full-fledged on the planet to empower not only humanity as a whole, but you as an individual. And that is why it's important for us to open up and share. And that's why I'm back on YouTube.
I knew this would be the easiest YouTube video I've ever done. I just have to go, here you go.
Yes.
If you have not subscribed to Neeraj's YouTube channel yet, definitely do that right now. He's coming back and he's got nothing but just anything to do with, if you want to know scriptures, this is the man. He was just earlier today talking to me about Arunachala and all of the all of the ways of you can get liberated through Arunachala itself. It's what you're sharing and what he has within him needs to be shared with the world. And so definitely subscribe to the channel right now. And on that topic, why is it so important to go to these sacred places like Arunachala, and not just maybe stay in, in our behind our laptop and saying, oh, like this person is saying that this is a cult, so I'm not going to go. Can you, put in your 2 cents with any of that?
100%, yeah. So I want to share that there is no knowledge called knowledge. I read it, I know it. You either have experienced or have not experienced something. And me highlighting reading scripture and looking to scripture for reference isn't a gaslighting toward dogma. Isn't me relying on something outside of me to say, I know it and it's just these words and take them as it is. It's because that scripture has become a full-fledged living experience to me that I know it's truth and no one can argue with me. And that's it. And looking toward your own personal experience as the ultimate is the whole point. Whether that is coming to you, whether this information is reaching your ears because of spirituality, or whether that's coming from Gary Vee saying, listen, no one but you has the context for your life. Don't listen to your wife or your mother or your brother or your friend about what your business decisions are. You know what makes you happy. Follow that. It doesn't matter whether that's coming from a business realm or a spiritual realm. You have to know that moving in integrity to your own experience is the only way to actually gain ground, to organically grow in life. The spiritual platform and the spiritual world is one where a whole lot of confusion and right or wrong and so many things are portrayed, like what religion are you following, this one's right, that one's wrong. Ultimately we're talking to a smaller chunk of the population here because you are people who are interested in seeking spirituality, solutions for their life, higher possibilities. So just understand that ticker inside you, what says, yeah, I can feel the truth in that guy right now. That ticker is what's going to lead you to the ultimate in your life. And because my guru set that ticker straight and said, this is what truth really is, and gave me the experience of it, now I know what it tastes like. So when I follow that, I've only gotten more truth, more experience, more confirmation that everything that I know and have experienced is exactly where I needed to have been and exactly where I need to go. So having scripture reference as a backing to your personal experience is the real key. Because just having scripture and no experience is not good enough, and just having experience and not having anything to reference off of to say this is a reproducible science, this is something that anyone can achieve because I'm not special because I had this experience. This is a tried and true thousands of year old science that has produced countless enlightened beings through the exact same formula, and I am another one of those. That is what's powerful about scripture. It gives you the possibility to break into that liberation cycle yourself. So if you haven't looked into Hindu scripture, which is the Upanishads, the Vedas, the Agamas, the Puranas, definitely start digging and start reading them for yourself, because it's not a myth and it's not a joke. These are reality passed on, and it is our birthright and our inheritance on this planet to know these truths. And so when there's forces that are actively trying to suppress this information and actively trying to suppress the awakening of humanity by misleading and misguiding people away from authentic sources of truth, those who have that experience it's our responsibility to stand up and take ownership of what we know and take ownership of steering the ship right back on track. And if this video is reaching you, just know that truth is simple. You can taste it and experience it. And there's no vested interest in me sitting on this video and telling you all this, except that I have tasted the reality through my guru, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, and I know that if you seek enlightenment, or if you seek to know the reality of your being, if you go to him, you will have that experience, is what I know.
And that's really what it's all about, is you nail it on the head. Our personal experience. I just did a video talking about everything of my Sakshi Pramana. My experience is what I'm sharing to you, and I can align it and say, look, this is a counterpoint, this scriptural reference, this teaching that my guru is giving me. He's giving all of these experiences, and it's aligning to all these teachings that I either knew before or didn't, or learned of after. Like coming across Hatha Pratapika of Svatmarama, he says guru is necessary. He whacks the Kundalini, and it like whacking a stick, and the Kundalini is awakened. And it's like, yeah, when my Kundalini was awakened, it was like, whoa, like something just like got whacked and like shot up. That's exactly what it felt like. And here is an enlightened master saying that's what the experience is like, and that's the reason why guru is necessary.
Yes. And I know you addressed a really specific question, which is, what is the importance of visiting these holy sites like Arunachala on the planet? Now, for those of you who don't know, Arunachala is a mountain in South India in a town called Tiruvannamalai. It's where our guru was born and brought up. Now, this mountain is not a place or a mountain. It is the original physical body of pure consciousness, Shiva, on the planet Earth. And the truth of these places, these holy tirthas, or spiritual pilgrimage sites, places where we can go and drop our karmic load, be rejuvenated by life and sent on our way. These places are too important, and the scriptures make that very clear. As an example, just because it's been brought up, Arunachala, the mountain, visiting this place in South India itself will liberate you at the end of your life. Simply, Lord Shiva, that pure consciousness, will be there when you leave the body and will take you into the ultimate space of liberation, whether you want it or not. Whether you believe these words coming out of my mouth or not, Shiva will be there. And the best part is, he's so compassionate, Lord Shiva, that he says in that very scripture, even if you hear the name Arunachala once in a life, I will be there when you leave the body and liberate you. So congratulations to each one of you out there who has seen this video and watched to this point. You are officially liberated by Lord Shiva. And if you want to go taste the flavor of that, I highly suggest visiting the mountain of Arunachala in South India, because you'll understand exactly what has happened to you.
And that, I mean, you couldn't have said it better there yourself. Go there. Go and experience it for yourself. We've had the blessings of going there ourselves with our guru and sitting there under a full moon or under a setting sun. Oh my goodness, in those moments, we could just literally melt, like just thinking about it right now, as Neeraja is doing. It's a blessing. It's such a divine gift to be in these sacred spaces in such a sacred place like Arunachala. I mean, we could literally talk all day. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I'm literally like this right now. So
yeah. I would say that if there's anything else to highlight, it's that these spiritual realities are not far away. These are not things that exist on the other side of the planet for somebody else. If you pick up the teaching of my guru and live it out, you will know its truth immediately by the results derived from you living out that truth. If you pick up these scriptures in your home right now, on your computer, on your phone, on your tablet, whatever you're watching this on, and go Google the Skanda Purana, Arunachala Mahatmyam, the secret of Arunachala, you will be able to read that yourself. And when you do so, understand that these experiences are intimate, personal, and delivered to you, right? So when you open yourself up and say that you truly want to seek reality and that you truly want these answers, life will always, always, always answer you with complete integrity. Life has no hypocrisy. It doesn't want to steer you the wrong way. But human beings, they generally steer you the wrong way. Now, I have no words to say as to all the stuff happening with my guru and these people's projections of onto him, other than they are talking from their human mind, logic, emotion, and experience. I'm not bothered about that. I'm bothered about what the scripture says, how that scripture became my guru's experience, and how it already became my experience. So I have no choice but to share, because I know anyone who finds it, it'll become their experience as well.
That's the truth. You're here, if you're watching this video, on like he just said, congratulations, you've been liberated. Moving forward, just start seeking out. Call us, call our bluffs, and seek out these texts, seek out these scriptural references, what they're saying, and I can guarantee you will find the answer for you. You will find the exact scriptural reference that is needed for you. You will find the exact teaching that is needed for you in this moment, and I promise you will be gifted with a divine experience. So again, if you are new to the channel and you have not yet subscribed to Sri Nithya Neerajananda's channel, definitely do so. If you're new here, definitely subscribe as well. Hit the bell icons when you go over to his page. Leave us a comment, any question you have in general about anything. Let me know down in the comment section. Maybe Neerja can be in that comment and take a look as well, and we'll answer anything that you need. Is there anything else you'd like to say to anybody? He's back, that's for sure.
Back, baby.
You can feel his energy. You can go to any of these other spiritual channels and you can just feel the energy. Right now, there's some people out there just pushing negativity. You can feel that. You can get into that world and be pulled down, literally. Or you can choose to be around individuals online, of course, or in person if you come and meet us. But you can choose to be around individuals that only, our context for life is to only enrich you and to only empower you. Because that's what our guru's context is for his mission, for his life. So that's all we do too. We're here just to empower you to live a fuller, healthier, more conscious lifestyle. And of course, the way that we do that is through the lifestyle of Sanatana Hindu Dharma.
Yes, sir.
So thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Thank you, Sri Nithya Neerajananda, for gracing us with your presence.
Sri Nithya Neerajananda for blessing me with exposure and time on your channel, sharing with the truths with you and with all these beautiful beings. I just want everyone to go off and have the most blissful day.
Thank you very much. And yes, everybody else, be blissful, and we'll see you on the next video.
Awesome. Be blissful.
Awesome.
Anandamah Iringul.